Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still with you, and today's edition of Cairo Local Time, and still with our news. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli inspected the archaeological area in the Pyramids Plateau, accompanied by the Minister of Tourism, Sharif Fathi, as well as the Giza Governor, Adil Al-Naqar. We have the details.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli inspected on Monday the archaeological area in the Pyramids Plateau, accompanied by Minister of Tourism Sharif Fathi and Giza Governor Adil Al-Naqar. During the inspection tour, the Prime Minister asserted that the development of the Pyramids Plateau area would contribute to the promotion of tourism. Madbouli said entry gates of the area on the Cairo-Fayoum road would be the main gates for the project after completion of the project's development. He added the parking lot of the archaeological area would accommodate nearly 1,000 cars and buses to facilitate the tourists' movement. This project forms a component of an overall strategy to maintain the archaeological and natural heritage of the plateau. Another objective is to enhance the quality of the experience of the site visitors through extrapolation of the formation of the architectural heritage as it was derived from a governing geometric order. The subtle presence of that underlying geometric order is manifested in the controlled and codified relationship as envisioned by ancient Egyptians. A painstaking effort is to be undertaken to decode those rules and to establish and convey sensible and reliable understanding.
Welcome back, and we're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for the afternoon, Dr. Ahmed Badr, our tourism expert. Dr. Ahmed, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you and all the audience. Thank you very
much, Doctor, for your time and for joining us. And let me start, Doctor, by asking you about the latest inspection by the Prime Minister, Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, who inspected the archaeological area, the Pyramids Plateau. A very important development in this area is currently underway, as of course it is a main tourism destination here in Egypt, and the development of the whole area as a whole has been a priority of the Egyptian government. How important do you see this development, sir?
Well, we all know that the Great Pyramids of Giza are the most known archaeological place in the whole world.
Yes.
It's the most known structure ever built by humans. Everybody knows the pyramids since the old ages. They were the wonder of the world, the wonder of the wonders of the world.
Indeed.
Until like 100 years or less, they were the tallest buildings in the world. For thousands of years they were. So everybody knows the pyramids. When you say Egypt anywhere in the world, they are the first thing to come in mind when you say Egypt anywhere in the world.
Indeed.
So for sure they are, the Giza Plateau or the Pyramids Plateau is the most important site in Egypt. So keeping them and having more services around them is a thing that we must do all the time. Visiting the Giza pyramids is an amazing thing, especially if you are visiting them for the first time, because people really they don't get the size and the height of them until they see them.
Absolutely.
For the first time. Yes, and we always see tourists, their mouths are widely open from the size of them and the engineering of them and the science built this great monument. That's why so many people, they say it was built by aliens or people from Atlantis but the fact is they were built by humans, by Egyptians, pure Egyptians. They were designed and built by Egyptians, and that was proved when we discovered the village of the workmen who built the pyramids, and everything was there. The live how they get paid, how they get treated, how they get fed, everything was mentioned. So that was the absolute proof that we built them. So unfortunately, there were and there are some drawbacks visiting this area. So the government now is working on developing this area and having the services that are good enough for a place with that greatness and magnificence. Meaning having, everything just should be in order, I mean, or the sellers or services there, just upgrade them and having them in order and in mannerly order, so people will go and really enjoy their visit to the area without being annoyed from anyone or any service that is not up to the standard. Hopefully, this project will be finished soon. So, and also all other areas around Egypt, not just the pyramids, but we also have all the great temples in Upper Egypt and Greco-Roman sites in Alexandria, Islamic and Christian and all religious sites all around Cairo and Egypt. So with maintaining these areas, we are also maintaining our heritage, our history, our who we really are.
Absolutely. Now, Dr. Ahmed, let me ask you, this area, as you said, is very important for ages and ages, and now we're seeing so many new developments as well in the Giza Plateau, and of course, a very proud development of the Grand Egyptian Museum known as the GEM. This is another, very big development in the area and is expected to be a great attraction for tourists from all around the world. How do you see this project, Doctor?
The GEM, the Grand Egyptian Museum, is almost finished. Just we're waiting for the opening of it. Now it's just, as we say, it's a soft opening. People can go and visit some of the areas inside, which is good, so people can have an idea about what it will look like, and also it will help the management of the museum to see how visits will go and, as we say, trial phase, so they know all the pros and cons of the systems inside until it's officially open. And then, along with the pyramids, it will be a great visit. It will be a full day. To visit both of them, you need just a full day, maybe more. So that would be a great add to our portfolio, so people can spend more days in Egypt, more days in Cairo, or even better, come back again to see other things. And it's a complete project with the new Sphinx Airport. People can fly from different nations inside or outside of Egypt, maybe for a day. You fly in the morning, you go spend the day between the GEM and the pyramids, have lunch, enjoy, and then fly back at night. This would be a great also idea. So definitely together it will be an amazing add to our tourism portfolio.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And finally, Dr. Ahmed, as you know, the summer is almost wrapping up and the new season for tourism begins with the change in the weather and change in destinations, as well as change in the kinds of visitors that we'll be getting and tourists in Egypt. What are your expectations for the upcoming tourism season?
Well, the summer season was good, mainly because of travelers and tourists from Gulf area. They came heavily this summer season, especially to Sahel, North Coast, which is becoming a great attraction point for them with the Alamein Festival and new Alamein City and all the world standard resorts along the Mediterranean. So it's attracting so many people out of Egypt, which is good for Egyptian tourism and, of course, Egyptian economy. So that's why this season will be extended in North Coast. We all know North Coast usually works like for 2-3 months until mid-September, but this year so many places are extending till end of October because they see so many people who want to go and visit, and even if not during summertime, why not during early fall until end of October. Hopefully by time North Coast will be throughout the year, not just summertime. And for the next winter time, so far numbers are good, especially with what we witness in the region with political instability in some areas and some countries. But so far numbers are good. So hopefully things will just calm down so we can have a good heavy winter time from travelers from the rest of the world.
Absolutely. On that note, I'd like to say thank you very much to our guest, Dr. Ahmed Badr, our tourism expert. Thank you very much for your time and for joining us on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And that's all the time we have for today's episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Angie Meher. Thank you for joining us.